Hello, and welcome to Rolling Dice Show's review of Imperial Settlers. Imperial Settlers is from Portal Games, and it's been designed by Ignacy Ignacy Mr. T. His name's on the box. He's a cool guy. He does lots of cool games. The game's based around 4 different factions. It's a card game, and they're all trying to expand into new lands and become the greatest empire they can.
I'm ready to take on that challenge.
Who are you?
I'm Alexander the Great.
The Greek.
Yeah, the Greek.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 4 factions.
Yep.
There's the Romans,
Yep.
the Egyptians, also the barbarians and the Japanese.
And the Greeks.
I said 4
Greeks.
factions.
Yep.
There's the Romans, barbarians, Egyptians, and Japanese.
There's no Greece.
No, there's no Greece. There's Atlantis in an upcoming expansion.
I'm
Not really Greece.
not really
also mythical.
Atlantan. But I don't have a red toga for Romans, so
You don't have a toga full stop, do you? This is a bed sheet
you need to get a bed sheet.
and a belt.
Yeah, I improvise, but got the job done, right? Ready to be Greece?
You can't be Greece. It's not one of the factions.
No, okay.
Also, I think the viewers have probably seen enough of this area for one lifetime. I'm getting quite a view through there.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and get changed?
Should I change?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like I ruined this a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Please do.
I'm gonna go.
Yep. Okay. Whilst he's doing that, let's have a quick chat about how to play Imperial Settlers. Okay, so let's crack this thing open and have a look at what's inside and have a quick chat about how to play. Right, good for that. Rules in there, a couple of chipboards, score tracker. Right, so at its heart, this is a card drafting and playing game. You've got a deck for each one of the factions, so what's this here? Japanese faction there, Romans, what else? Barbarians, and the Egyptians. And there's also a core deck that kind of everybody's going to be able to draw from. Basically, what you're going to be aiming to do is to get loads of resources, which you can spend to do lots of actions, to get yourself as many victory points as you can do, with the player with the most victory points at the end being the winner. So what are the resources? Well, you get a starting resource. Everybody gets kind of a starting production on their player boards, and that differs for each faction. But you've got wood, and you've got some lovely stone. We've got some food, some juicy little apples there, beautiful. And of course we've got some workers, because you always have workers. And they've got their own little custom meeple. It's all lovely. But they aren't working across the whole game. It's lovely, as you'll keep noticing. But basically, the game's played across 5 rounds, each of which has 4 phases. First phase is getting new cards. So you'll deal out 1 more card than there is players. That will get drafted round from the first player to the last. And then you'll do the same thing, going the other way. And each player also gets an extra card from their faction deck. You then go into the kind of production phase, where you tot up everything that you've got in your production, which will be coming from some of these cards, and you start in production on the board here. You add it all up, take what you need, and then we go into the action phase, where each player takes turns to build a card, take an action, destroy a card from their hand, until that player's passed. So they don't want to do anything more. Once all the players pass, that's the end of that round. We move on to the resolution phase. During the resolution phase, get rid of everything that you can't store. Some people can store specific things. Each faction has a thing that they can store. The Romans here can store the raise tokens, which you're going to use to burn cards from your hand and attack everybody else. But everything else gets put back into the central pile before you go on to the next round. We do have a video that kind of goes into a bit more detail, well, a lot more detail of how to play. It's here. It's just right here. But that's your brief overview. Hi, Andy.
Ready to battle.
To battle.
Battle. How do we play the game?
Well, we just gave a quick explanation to the viewers there, but there's not a lot of battle. I don't know what this is for.
To conquer. We said conquer the lands, so
Did I?
you need weapons to...
Did I say conquer the land?
Should I just... Should I go?
Why don't you go over there and I'll pack up and we'll have a little chat about the game.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Right, Andy. Now you're decent and you've played.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of Imperial Settlers?
I think beautiful art.
Yeah.
Stunning art, really, really colourful and enjoyable to look at. I wasn't loving the gameplay so much. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right.
That may be an unpopular opinion, but I it felt quite solitaire. And some games I'm willing to forgive, like Marvel Legendary is quite solitaire, but I love it anyway. But this one just felt a bit slow, with the each person taking their turn separately, and I just didn't really care what anybody else was building, and perhaps that's why I lost so many times.
Yeah.
But okay.
You did lose.
I don't think we need.
And that's one thing I agree with.
But I mean, I think that's not. Yeah. That's not the point.
But you did lose.
But I think we.
Well, you've not won the game yet.
I think that's fair to say. And
it's true.
And it's and it is accurate. But I mean, I think the main point is that even if I was winning, which I mean, there could have been a chance that could happen. I still didn't enjoy it as much. I'm not a big card drafting fan anyway, but this just didn't seem to grip me. And I was really hyped to play it before, and then I sort of played it and I was like, actually, that's not matched my expectations.
Well, I mean, before I kind of tell you how you're wrong, you do love card games.
Yeah.
So to say that you don't like this is actually quite a big deal.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm addicted to cards, but yeah. The cards are amazing looking and they're really clear, and it should work for me, but it just doesn't. But I mean, that's different to what your opinion. You quite like the game, don't you?
I mean, yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this. Like the gaming group we normally play with, have played this a ton over since we got it really a few weeks ago. Played as all the factions now, and each faction works differently, which is nice. And once you get, it does take a little while to get a good feel for how those factions need to be played. But basically, it depends on what they store. So the Romans store swords. So you want to be attacking people.
Yeah.
The barbarians store people. So you want to make sure that those villages are pumping out new workers for you at every opportunity. Egyptians store gold. Towards the end game, they just turn that gold directly into victory points. And the Japanese just have some weird stuff going on. The Japanese are interesting because most people's faction buildings can't be raised, so you can't attack another person's faction building, but you can with the Japanese. So they have to send out samurai, so place workers on the boards to defend them. So there's always cool little intricacies to it. I know what you mean, that it can be a little bit slow.
I feel like with the raise tokens, you can attack other people and sort of get resources from their cards, but
yeah.
There's not much defense there. You get like one shield a turn to protect one building, but if they attack you, you're sort of just sitting there going, no, take your pick. Like, I don't have an army.
Yeah. The shields don't make a huge difference because basically, if you raise a card from your hand, it costs one raise token. If you raise a card from somebody else's locations, it takes two, and all the shield is add an extra one, which normally isn't that hard to get hold of.
So just do three.
So I know what you mean, it can be a bit irritating.
But it just feels like even that's the only interaction really in the game, and that's not enough.
There is a little bit more, especially with the Egyptian things, kind of basically steal locations from other people, but again, there's not a lot you can do about that. And the Romans can steal the deals that you put down, and so there is a little bit there, but I agree there's not a ton. And it is a game that can kind of be brought to a crawl if you're playing with the wrong sorts of people. If the people you're playing with don't interact at all, then it's a problem.
Or if they just take, I know it sounds harsh, longer than 10 seconds to pick a card, and you're just like, this is my life dripping away.
But I mean, I'd love it. I think I've kind of fallen in love with the kind of whimsical nature of the game a lot more than you have. Like, I mean, you mentioned the artwork's beautiful, but it's stunning. Like, each card has its own little thing that's going on in it. The artwork is just great. I mean, just look at the box. Like, so this happy chat. Like, it's nice. You get all of this stuff.
Do you want to talk about the inside of the box?
I do want to talk about the inside of the box.
That's a nice segue.
I want to talk about the inside of the box.
Do you want me to take
Get
that?
lid. I mean, it's beautiful,
Put it
but
up there.
the rulebook's lovely. First of all, let's talk about these.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
It's chip tokens. It doesn't matter, but this is a perfect example of the attention to detail that's throughout this game. Like, for one, you get these little things like this. Means you can just take it out of the box easier.
I mean, that is a nice little.
But the other thing that I do, the main thing about these is the fact that they've kind of labelled what everything is on the board. Where normally you don't have that, so like it says that these are the raised tokens, which means that when you're flipping through the rulebook for the first time, yes, you've got the little picture there, but also you can say, oh, the raised tokens, that's these ones. Just makes it a bit. It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, there's some nice attention to detail, and it's not. I'm saying I'm not. I don't love the game, but it can be enjoyable. There are some interesting choices there. It's not the worst game in the world by far. I just don't think it just clicks with me.
You're just a bit heartless, aren't you? You don't like nice things.
Hard to please might be a nicer way of
Even this,
saying
look,
that.
you could be a Roman woman, Roman man, Egyptian man. What, like there's
There's two sides to the boards. And there's the male or female.
But it's nice.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice.
It is a nice touch, Andy. It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Like yes, it's the valley, but
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
the valley that we all hate.
Let's not.
But you know, it comes with baggies, and you know, it's just a good. It's good.
I think we should end this with just saying it's good. Rich thinks it's very good, and I think it's just on the periphery of good.
You think it's just kind of just
rubbing
against good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's wrong.
I mean, let's probably not end on he's wrong, because that's rude actually to your co-host. So let's say we agree to disagree.
I agree that he's wrong.
Okay, well, let's not. And I think you can find some value in this game. If it sounds like your sort of game, definitely give it a go. Definitely give it a go. And if you're a bit hesitant, maybe convince one of your friends to buy it and play their copy first. That's probably
Definitely give it a go.
if it sounds good to you.
Just play it.
Right, we're back then.
Right. Don't have no. Andy, what? I thought you said we were going to battle. Andy, I got these for. Don't tell me I got these for nothing. You freaking kid. Point.
Let's no. It's not Game of Thrones yet. That's coming. That's coming. Just let's wait. Just put it down. Good. Yeah. Cool. There we go. No. Let's. Let's just.